from 2015. When I began writing for my books in 2013, I noticed that August began from the way July ended, with an unusual take on how people treated victory at different points in time. In England in 1588 and in Alexandria in 30 BC, the responses of Elizabeth I to Mark Antony are an interesting study. She triumphed at her triumph. He suicided. To be fair, Antony did not suicide because he won, but because he won badly. Cleopatra had helped him win, but in doing so, they were stuck on land and their troops were running away from Octavian. Antony suicided partly to protect his underlings from revenge attacks by Octavian. It wasn't perfect, as plans went, because although Antony suicided, Octavian took bloody revenge. Bill Shorten is hoping for success. He hasn't had one recently. He has lied about turning back boats. He has lied about protecting the environment with a business-ruining tax. He is losing popularity and relevance. However, he is leading another campaign to disrupt PM Tony Abbott. Earlier, Shorten tried to have Peta Credlin booted from Abbott's office. Now he is trying to have the Speaker of the Parliament, Bronwyn Bishop, booted. Bishop has done what politicians do. She is entitled to have expenses compensated. The arbitrary public concern over expenses has been successful in the UK with getting Conservatives into trouble. It is happening here too. The issues for which Bishop is being attacked are historic. The only answer for Mr Abbott is how to engineer a win. Bishop's political suicide is not the answer, although many are baying for it, and Shorten feels he has earned it. One powerful issue which Shorten has fed, but which is not directly related to Shorten, but Rudd, is that of booing former Australian of the Year Adam Goodes. It doesn't mean much in the wider political sense, but it is smoke to obscure issues of corruption surrounding the Australian Labor Party and industrial relations. But more directly, people are booing Goodes and being called racist. Goodes' race was known before he was booed, when he was being lauded, and the people booing may well be doing so based on their beliefs on race, and people supporting Goodes may well be doing it for no other reason than race. But it isn't racism that is booing Goodes, but his support of racism to define the world. Racism is a truth that should never be employed by government in its activity. Goodes is not a product of racism, but of love. It is worth comparing Goodes' Australian of the Year speech with Elizabeth I's victory speech.